Welcome in, Sagittarius. We are going to take a look at the energy for Leo season, um, also the month of August, and how that relates to you. So the energies that we are working with are fifth house energies, which is the house of fun, also finding your authentic self, showing that to the world. It's Leos are very much standout energy, so we're working with big energy. Relationships with kids and casual relationships are highlighted during Leo season. Also, the ability to commit. Creativity and pleasure is here also, and Leo is ruled by the sun. So think vitality, think health and wellness, creating more for yourself, wanting more for yourself, not being afraid to go out and get what is rightfully yours, but just also having a lot of fun. So that is the energy of Leo. And so I thought we would look at what is Leo season spotlighting for you. And we're also going to look at finances and abundance because that was coming up really strong. So for all of the signs. So what is being spotlighted for Sagittarius? What is being spotlighted, highlighted for Sagittarius? Let me move my notes real quick. So we have the card, it says Fennel, card number 19. There's nothing to fear. Trust that everything will work itself out. I love that. So have no fear. Trust in the universe. Trust that you are being held, that you are being guided, and that everything will work out. Maybe you can't see how that is possible, but it's going to happen. Everything's going to work out. So just have some trust. The other thing that I was hearing was a need for structure. So make sure that you have a firm foundation. You have, I mean, it doesn't need to be really rigid, but have some structure. Let's see what else comes up with that. So let's go ahead and pull some tarot cards and look at, I'm going to move this deck. And let's look at what is being spotlighted for Sagittarius. What else do we need to know? There's nothing to fear. Trust that everything will work itself out. So interesting, because there definitely is a theme here. It feels like most signs so far are going through a transition. There's a change. We're entering into a new phase of life. So very interesting. Okay. Sagittarius, what else do we need to know about what is being highlighted at this time for Sagittarius? There is, it does feel like getting a little more serious about things. Scorpio had the Tower too. Be sure to check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for additional advice and guidance. So we have the Five of Wands. So conflict, competition, competing with others. This could be what you were asked to not worry about. There's nothing to fear. Trust that everything will work itself out. This could be this situation here. This does feel like conflict resolution here. But with the Tower next to it, this could be, you know, walking away from a relationship. This could be walking away from a way of life that just isn't serving you anymore. It doesn't have to be like, you know, something really horrible, but it could be just a realization that, you know what, where I'm working at or where I'm living, it's just not working anymore. And instead of constantly pushing against this energy, I'm going to look at other options. I'm going to see if there's a better fit for me somewhere else, or how can I live my life differently. This is definitely speaking to things not working out, or your life just needing a change, needing, it's also not ignoring those feelings. The part of you that is looking at your life and feeling like this isn't working anymore. It's time to really take a serious look at that, which is interesting that we're getting such serious energy with Leo and with Sag, because those are both signs that are really good at turning their head and looking the other way rather than facing problems head on. So you're being asked to look at problems head on and see how you can shift that. What can you do to make that different? Or what is even the problem? Maybe you haven't even come to the realization that there is a problem. And the Five of Wands is usually dealing with more than one person. It isn't going to be just you on you. It could, what I'm really getting with this one, and I'm sure this isn't for everybody, but hostile neighbors. If there's anybody watching this that is living in a neighborhood where there's just a lot of hostility, it could be time to move. And maybe that's the situation that you haven't wanted to look at because it feels overwhelming. You don't have to make the change right now, but start looking at it at least. We have the Nine of Cups here, and this feels really nice. So if it does feel like once you have acknowledged this situation, you've acknowledged these problems, and you start looking for solutions, I feel like you're going to find solutions fairly quickly. But the other thing here is just a really deep sense of peace. And it's almost like once you've acknowledged this change that needs to come in, it feels like you make peace with it pretty quick. You may not like it, but you make peace with it really quick. This could also be, dealing with a separation or divorce. And finally coming to terms with, there's no more like piecing it together or holding it together. It is time to move on. We have the Five of Cups here as well. So, feel how you feel, grieve, loss. This is an energy of grief and loss. I'm also hearing feeling left behind. I will also say, Sagittarius, please don't compare yourself to others or where other people are at in their lives, because that's not going to be helpful. You are where you are, and it's perfect. Everything that you are experiencing is going to bring expansion and greater awareness. So there definitely is some unsettled energy here. We have the Two of Swords, which for me can mean a couple of things. It can mean you know exactly what move you need to take. You know exactly what your next step should be. You're just procrastinating on taking that, which kind of is going back to this energy here. Or this could be, you know what, I've made the change. I have moved, left a relationship, whatever this is. Maybe it's, a new employment. You've made a change, but you just have no idea where you're going next. And that's totally okay. This definitely is the energy of like being in the in-between, like a liminal space. But the cool thing about it here is I do feel like you're going to have just like this underlying sense of peace and reassurance that everything is going to work out. Everything is going to be fine. You are safe. There's nothing to be freaked out about here. And I feel like you're going to, even though you might be at like the center of chaos around you, I feel like you're going to know that everything's going to work out. There's just this sense of peace and well-being, and your needs being met, things happening in a really graceful way, as graceful as it can be with such like chaotic energy here. So it does feel like a change, Sagittarius, coming in for you. Big changes are coming in for all of the signs so far. It's been very interesting, but it's all to bring you back to a place where you are living in a greater place of peace. So let's look at finances. What's going on with finances, abundance, resources? What's going on for Sagittarius? The other thing I want to point out here with this card too, look how calm and peaceful she is. This is like the energy I feel. It could be total chaos around you, but you're just trusting. You're just trusting that everything is going to work itself out. You've also come to a place where you've exhausted yourself, pushing against something that just isn't going to be. You've come to the realization that that isn't going to work. So there's surrender. It's the energy of surrender. All right, looking at resources and abundance for Sagittarius during this Leo season, which goes through like August 21st, August 22nd, right around there. Oh my gosh, Scorpio got the same card. So the card says Rewild. Card number 29. Let your soul's garden grow wild, setting yourself free and allowing mysteries to surprise you. So I feel like this kind of ties in with this Two of Swords. Allow the universe to surprise you in really, really wonderful ways. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to have it all mapped out. Have some structure, because I feel like that's going to help you navigate any of these harder energies. But this is happening to help set you free. Interesting card to get for abundance, but I love that. And money and resources, not allowing the energy of people, things, money, work to control you. It is stepping into a more authentic way of living, and living on your terms, not on the terms of what society says you should be doing. So resources and abundance, looking at that for Sagittarius, what do we need to know about resources and abundance for August? I just forgot where we were. Three of Swords. King of Pentacles, nice. Two of Pentacles. Empress. Ten of Swords. Let's see. So Three of Swords, I feel like this is I was going to say fallout, but resolution of whatever this is. So chaos is behind you. You're still grieving. There's a sense of loss. This also just feels like just that change, grief around change. So freeing yourself up, but this is also because you've made choices to free yourself up, and maybe you don't have the support that you were hoping to have. Maybe you don't have the people behind you that you thought you would have, but that's okay, because you're stepping into whatever this new transition is. You're stepping into it knowing that it's going to lead you somewhere really great, knowing that you are doing this for you. You're creating a more peaceful way of being, a more peaceful way of living. But that could also mean that you've had to give up some resources. This could be, maybe you've decided if you're moving that you've got to change jobs. This is the energy of giving up things that maybe you wish that you didn't have to give up, but it's time for you to make that change. So King of Pentacles, I love that this card is here and it's under the Tower. So it feels like whatever you are walking away from, it's going to bring you're going to be more self-sufficient, self-reliant, That's going to bring in more freedom as well. This, of course, the King of Pentacles, he's very abundant. So there is money coming in. There is new opportunities there. You're solid. You are taken care of. The universe is providing for you. New doors are opening for you. But there's a big, the energy of expansion is really big here. So whatever you're leaving behind is taking such a weight off your shoulders that you are able to feel more free, more untethered. This also is just you leading your life, you living life on life's terms, the way you want to be living it. We have the Two of Pentacles. This is kind of at the center of it. So resources and abundance wise, I feel like you guys have it. It's a matter of just balancing it. It's a matter of being smart and wise with who and what you're investing your money in. I'm also hearing be careful who you lend money to during this next, month. Be careful who you are giving your money to, lending money to. If you are hiring an attorney, I'm really feeling this energy. If you need an attorney, look at a few different ones before you pay a retainer. Just wise investments here, being careful with your money, being smart with your money, but not being fearful. You have enough, especially with the Empress here. So this is you creating your abundance, having all that you need, new opportunities. This is very sovereign energy as well. You are not beholden to anyone. There's no one hanging anything over your head. So there's definitely a lot of freedom that I'm feeling here. So whatever you were walking away from, it brings you a lot of freedom and resourcefulness. I love that we have the Ten of Swords here, leaving difficulty, moving into smoother waters. So this transition that is coming in might be a little rough, a little rocky. You've been in this energy for a while, though. Whatever this chaos is, it's been here for a while. This isn't going to be something new. And you're walking out of it towards the end of Leo season. This feels like stepping out of that, transitioning into calmer waters. And you're just a lot stronger for it too. This could also be maybe, the partner, if it's a divorce or a separation, maybe that person was really shitty with money and you guys just never had money because they were not good with money. But the situation that you're walking out of, your resources are more solid. You've got more resources. You have more now than what you did prior to this change, whatever that change is for you. So interesting energies here. Lots of changes going on. And if there's something in particular that you would like to look at regarding your life, your situation, my info's below. And I am running a 35% off until August 5th. And that information is below. I'm just looking at the numbers here to see if there's anything else I want to say to you guys. Yeah, so we've got some 10s. 10s are always transitions and changes. 11, master number, mastering who you are, stepping into a more authentic way of being. I'll just say that for sure. You guys are leveling up. All right, I'm going to go ahead and leave it there, Sagittarius. Have a fantastic Leo season, and we'll see you soon.